Hi all, Mance here, and I would like to talk to you today not about these Mortal Kombat ninja masks that I'm printing, but about this AT-AT driver helmet that I'm working on. And I do say AT-AT driver, not at, because, you know, you've got the AT-ST, and how are you supposed to pronounce that? So, you know, for consistency's sake, I say AT-AT. But, you know, whatever. You can say what you want. I don't really mind. But this is the helmet that I've been 3D printing. I purchased it actually from cgtrader.com. Normally I go to the free sites like Thingiverse or My Mini Factory. But there weren't any TIE Pilot helmets, certainly no AT-AT driver helmets, that I thought had a sculpt that was to my liking. Now this one isn't 100% screen accurate to an AT-AT driver, but I really feel like it captures the essence of the helmet better than anything else I'd seen up to this point. But anyway, this isn't actually a regular TIE Pilot helmet. It's an Inferno Squad helmet, sculpted by Akira Yuming, and I'll put a link in the description if you'd like to purchase this helmet. I got it on a Black Friday special. And I'm just now getting around to working on this. So I printed it in 16 pieces. It took about 10 days worth of printing total. And actually, you know, longer than that, because, you know, I had a few pieces that didn't print. I was experimenting with using tree supports and a few things like that. I ended up just going back to regular supports, whatever just the standard supports in Cura are. And I got better results that way. So 16 pieces, glued them all together with Loctite super glue gel. That stuff's my favorite adhesive by far. Excuse me. So I glued it with the super glue gel, and then on the inside, let's see if I can show you this here. I reinforced bad lighting. Reinforced the seams with regular 5-minute epoxy. There you can kind of see. So it made the helmet a lot stronger. And I still want to go through the inside and maybe go with fiberglass resin, or maybe even try to fiberglass. I don't know. I've never really done anything like that before. I'll have to do some research. Really want this thing to be sturdy. So then I sanded it all down with 60 grit paper. And then used epoxy sculpt on the seams here, right? It was split down the middle. Went over it again with 60 grit, and then 120 grit, you know, spraying some coats of primer in between. Still have a few seams to clean up. These little ear pieces right here, you know, on both sides. There's one on the other side. And I have, you know, some little gaps like that I need to clean up. And then there are a few other modifications that I'm still working on. The Inferno Squad helmets have this rectangular indentation on the mohawk, and I filled that in with epoxy sculpt because, you know, in the movies, the AT-AT helmets and the TIE Pilot helmets, and they're just smooth right there. So I'm filling that in. The little beard part right here, you can see it's made up of these little tubes. Well, you know, in the films, it should be a solid piece, so I'm going to fill that in with some epoxy sculpt, make it look like one solid piece that's just ridged across there. Then the teeth here, it tried to print sort of like a, you know, grill, like a speaker grill texture, but you know, some of these little nubs you can actually just pop off with your fingernail. Whoa, focus. You can just pop them off with your fingernail, so I'm not going to keep that. What I might end up doing, one of two things. I might drill these out and then put some sort of mesh material behind the teeth to make it more breathable, or I might just, you know, try to sand off those little nubs and file it down and make it smooth and, you know, just make it solid in between there instead of textured. But I think that's where we stand now. I'm just trying to make this smooth. And that's my update on the AT-AT driver costume. Yes, there will be more than just the helmet, so stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.